What's up guys, NepentheZ here and welcome to episode 2 of The Road to Glory, which is titled The Cheap Ronaldo, which we will get into in the future part of the episode. Now you saw very briefly at the start of the episode my 2 transfers from the draft that sold, and you'll see me now looking at a couple of the bronze players that I got in that first starter pack that might go for something. I don't necessarily think he'll sell for 1,500, that guy there, but you never know, So through today's episode, this is not going to be live and there's going to be no face cam because the face cam blocks at times important parts of the screen. In general, I will be doing this Road to Glory live, but because there's so much finicky stuff here, it would have just been like 3 times longer if it was live. Like I had to really cut down what I had in the video. What you're seeing here is me picking up a couple of managers. This is something people do quite often, is list them for 200 and 250 when they actually discard for 272. Like after watching this video, probably 50,000 people are going to go and try this. Is going to negate this technique, but it's definitely one that does work. It's not like groundbreaking. If you've already got a good team and a lot of coins, it's really not worth anything to you. But for people like myself right now, where every coin is absolutely vital, the extra few coins that I got here or there were really important to the start of the series. Now we redeemed the 5 times 200 coin boost from the catalog, and because we're only level 2 currently, I also redeemed the first set of kits, which you're going to see me discard. Now if you guys could drop a thumbs up on the episode, that'd be absolutely awesome. As I said in episode number 1, the more you guys drop likes on this series, the more I'll upload it. So the more you do want to see it, then drop a thumbs up. And of course, if you're not enjoying it and you don't want to see it, just don't drop a thumbs up. That's not a problem at all. So we discard those kits for another extra 162 coins. And we see ourselves picking up a left mid to left wing, which is for one of the players in the team, which is the cheap Ronaldo in my opinion, which is Jesse Rodriguez. We'll talk about him a little bit more as the episode goes on. I built this team, I completely forgot to record me buying the players. So at the start of the next episode, which will be a live recorded episode, I'm going to show you the value of each player. You can see the team on the screen there now. You can't really see it because it's kind of covered, but we've got Feghouli, Torres and Jesse Rodriguez up front. We've got Bruno, Kovacic and Parejo in midfield. We've got Tremoulinas, that pack-pulled Varane, that legend Nesta, Juanfran in defence with Moya in goal. The team's really cheap and really good. There's a few players that will last a long time in this team, and there's a few players that are just there for the very early divisions, 10, 9 and 8, whilst we can get a coin balance together to really improve the team. Now, some things I want to give you guys as tips to kind of help yourself with coins. First things first, find someone that has a really high EASFC level and get them to gift you everything that you don't have. Kits, balls, coin bonuses, players. Get them to do everything that they can that you don't have, just so that you can get the best out of it. You can make, I think it's 75,000 coins from the coin boosts over the course of about 25 games. So with those coin boosts from those games and any extra rewards, in a space of like 25 games, you can basically make about 100 to 110,000 coins, which is really good. And it's easy coins, it's free coins, along with all the kits and badges and balls and stuff that you can get that you can discard. You'll make another, I think it's like 8 to 10,000 coins off of that. And then, of course, using, that manager method is one of the very small things that you could do to generate a few coins. I'm also going to show you some other coin generation methods throughout this video. Now, the reason why this is called the cheap Ronaldo is because of Jesse Rodriguez. You guys may well know I'm a big fan of Jesse this year. I find him to be a fantastic player. And whilst he doesn't have identical capabilities to Ronaldo in the sense that he doesn't have 5-star skill moves, he only has 4-star. However, he has that same 4-star weak foot as well. They play in the same position for the same club, obviously different nations. Now, when I talked about Jesse before as a cheap Ronaldo, people said, he's not as tall, blah. Like, Jesse is 5'10", Ronaldo I think is 6'1". Jesse looks huge on the field. You see him, he's just really big. Although his physicality isn't high in game, he seems to bully defenders off the ball, which is absolutely fantastic. And for the price you're going to pay for him, and due to the fact that I talk about him a lot, he used to be 750 to 800 coins. He's actually now about 1,800 coins for the Jesse Rodriguez. The fact that his price for such a low-rated gold is that high speaks volumes about how good he is in the game. You could take yourself Konoplyanka, you could go for Neymar on that left wing, you could go for, I think is Piatti there on that left wing, you could go for Ronaldo on that left wing. If you need just a crazy good, high quality, efficient, really strong left wing, left mid or left forward, take Jesse Rodriguez. I promise you, you will not regret it. He's an amazing player, and he's one of the players that will stay in this team for a long time, especially if we're winning games and we're building up in other areas. Jesse will do really well for us. So we've got 701 coins from that game. We've got 501 from the actual game. We've got 200 from the bonus. Jesse got 1 goal. Kovacic there with 2 goals, and Parejo with the last goal. So a 4-2 win, the first 3 points on the board. We shouldn't really be losing games or struggling anywhere in this division anyway. Another one of the coin making methods I'm going to show you right here today is the bronze pack method. Now, this year, the bronze pack method is very hit and miss, but I got a bit lucky in some of these packs. So we get 2 Irish players to start with, which you may not see as very important, but for me it is important because with the Paddy's Day Cup around the corner, those Irish players are going to be worth a lot in a few weeks' time. The fitness cards always sell for a couple of hundred coins. Sometimes you get managers, players, badges, kits that are worth a little bit. And most importantly, from the bronze pack method, you get a lot of contracts, which I'm actually keeping and I'm going to use throughout the series. I don't want to pay coins for contracts. I don't want to have to, spend my hard-earned coins on contracts. So the bronze pack method offers us a really good opportunity to not only potentially make coins off of the pack, but also to get contracts for free. Now, don't get me wrong, you're not going to be making groundbreaking amounts of coins through the bronze pack method. You're going to be, if you're lucky, 100 to 200 coins a pack, maybe 300 or 400 on a great pack. If you're unlucky, you're probably going to lose 100 or 200, maybe 300 coins on a pack. It's not like a long-term route to success. What it is a short-term route of, if I can build an extra few hundred or a few thousand coins off of this, that might be the difference between me buying that player that I could or couldn't afford. Now, what I've done here, because I don't play this account as my main account, because I do this just for YouTube, I allow myself the time to spend my final coins on packs and allow the time for the actual items to sell, because sometimes you have to relist them for multiple hours before they eventually sell. The fitness cards will usually sell instantly. Any like rare fitness cards or rare contract cards or rare healing cards will usually sell instantly. The healing cards will sell instantly. A couple of the training cards are pretty effective. The pace and the shooting training cards will sell pretty instantly and for a good amount of coins. But as you saw with me getting that, was it West Ham striker there? Sometimes you just get really good players in packs that sell for a little bit. So we got him in there. He was going for about 250 coins. I think I sold him for 200 coins. And it was a really nice way to just generate a few extra coins. And I don't need them right now. I don't need the contracts right now. I will never need fitness cards, and I'll explain that in the next few minutes of the episode. But we come up against another team in the division. Now we go 1-0 up against this guy here. He wasn't a bad player. He had a really bad team. He clearly had just started FIFA Ultimate Team. He spent his coins on Cavani and Lucas, obviously building into that sort of Ligue 1 or PSG side. He was a pretty decent player. It took me to the 35th minute, I think that is, to score the first goal. And then he goes clean through on goal. Cavani is definitely going to get that ahead of my midfielder or defender, whoever's there, and the game disconnects. So I felt kind of bad for him, but at the same time, not too bad for him because I got the win awarded to me. The only problem with that is I didn't get the opportunity to play the full match, which means we actually lost out on a few hundred coins because of that. And you'll see we finished this game with just 486 instead of potentially 700 or 800 coins. So that was quite disappointing that we lost out on those few coins. But we saved a little bit of fitness on the team, and no injuries and things like that came up, which was very nice indeed. Now, as you guys see me change the club name, the reason why I will never need a fitness card is because all the bronze players that I'm getting out of these bronze packs and the starter pack bronze players that I had that have 45 games will be my fitness team. As you guys may have known from previous Road to Glories that I've done, I'm not afraid to play offline where necessary. I hate playing offline. If you guys know me at all, you will know full well I absolutely despise playing offline. But when it comes to saving coins in a Road to Glory, I don't mind playing offline. So what I've done is I've built a bronze team. I've got my main gold team on the bench. I will play 1 or 2 games of bronze players offline in an easy game that's just going to get me free win and free coins, and I will get the fitness back on my team, no problem at all, and I don't have to spend coins. And I suggest you guys do the same thing. There is no point wasting money, whether it's FIFA points, coins, or your hard-earned, generated coins. There's no point wasting those on fitness cards when fitness is a free thing within the game. As long as your player is on the bench, he'll generate fitness. And so if you go and play offline with an offline team that's shit, not only do you save coins from not having to buy fitness cards, but you also make coins from playing the game. You don't make a crazy amount of coins. You'll make 400 or 500 coins, But for that 15 to 20 minutes of time that you're going to have to put out of your life, it's not a big deal. You could even play this game whilst doing other things. If you put it to amateur on the AI, you go 5 or 6 goals up, you stand with the ball in the corner, they won't try and attack you. You can literally just stand there and go and do something else with your life whilst you're generating your fitness back for your players, which is absolutely fantastic. You would have seen there from the catalogue, we picked up that Diego Godin. He was big for us because once Nesta's contract runs out after the next game, he's going to fit straight into that team as well, which is going to be brilliant. And it's just, again, a free 8 games from a really good centre-back in this game. And there's so many that, like, this is why I wanted to do this not live, because there's so many efficient coin making techniques for people who have nothing that people overlook it a lot. There's so many people, see this manager thing that I just did there again, there's so many people, guys, that will list managers for 200 or 250 because they just either don't know that they're worth 272 to discard, or they don't care. For every one person that's hungry for that extra 20, 50 or 80 coins, there's a guy who just doesn't give a shit about his coins. Someone like me, I'm sitting in my main club, I have millions of coins worth of consumables just sat there. I've probably discarded over the course of this year so far millions of coins worth of consumables because I'm too lazy to go and sell them. For those people that just want that quick sale, there will always be the deals. Now, don't get me wrong, making this video is for the next day, 2 days, 3 days, maybe even a week. It's going to be hard to find exactly what I'm looking at again because there's going to be a lot of people that are going to go ahead and try that as well. But every time I make a new episode, I'll show you guys new coin making techniques. Now, again, for those of you that have crazy good teams, already have FIFA points, already have a lot of coins, or have the team that they want, this small amount of coins doesn't affect you, and you're probably sitting there thinking, why are you showing us how to make 30 or 40 coins? The reason why I'm showing you is because I get messages on the daily that say to me, hey man, I've got nothing. How do I proceed? This is how you proceed, exactly as I'm proceeding right here. So in the final game of the episode, guys, we come up against a very nice 4-4-2 team. In my opinion, he's also just started Ultimate Team because whilst he's got a nice team, he hasn't got like elite players. He's got very cheap, almost discardable players. And this guy wasn't very good, and it really goes to show in this game, we only scored 1 goal with Hesse in the first 2 games, mainly because of that disconnect, and in the first game, you know, Kovacic was the star man. But in this game, Hesse really came to light. He scores the first goal there. Bruno here picks up the loose ball, slots it into Fernando Torres. Fernando Torres was one of the signings we made. I actually like him as a striker. He doesn't get involved in this team. He's not as good as I remembered him to be. And with that, as soon as he gets down to 1 contract, I'll sell him on or discard him if he doesn't sell back for it. You know, I'll get 650 coins back. I paid 800 for him. So, you know, 150 coins for the 7 games that I'm going to get with him isn't too bad. But I'm probably going to go for next someone like Rodrigo. Rodrigo's fast. He's got 4-star skill moves. I would go for someone like Adjuriz. I would have loved to got Adjuriz in the team, but because I hype him up so much, and because like AA9 skills and Bateson have also been hyping him up recently, his price has gone through the roof, and he's like 2,000 coins. He's worth 700 coins. I'm not paying 2,000 coins for a guy who, after he gets an upgrade, is going to be worth 700 coins. You've got no chance in hell of me paying that sort of coin. So I'm going to stick to what I know is efficient and what I know will work, and that's buying cheap, effective players, especially until I get to sort of Division 6, 5, and 4. I'm not bothered with... I could honestly have a bronze striker up front and I'll probably do just as good a job because, like, no disrespect to the people that are stuck in these divisions. I'm a bit better than these sort of people. Although saying that, I probably will still lose a game here or there. I'm just a bit better than these divisions, and I don't expect to lose many games with just a strong goal team. It doesn't have to be superstars. What we're going to do as we move up through the divisions, though, is start saving for the players like James Rodriguez, Karim Benzema. I don't even know after that, like, you know, the Pepes, the Sergio Ramoses. It'll be very easy for me to get my, like, starting team. That's when the series will get interesting, when we start pushing towards trading a lot to try and get the blue cards, because Marcelo is 270,000 coins. That's not out of reach. Dani Alves, 330,000 coins. That's not out of reach. Like, there's a few of the blues that we could potentially pick up. Anyway, guys, at the end of that game, we finished 6-0 with the cheap Ronaldo scoring 4 of those goals. We get 806 coins, which is going to be very important in picking up a few more bronze packs. We absolutely dominated the game and deserved the victory. We're now 9 points from 9 in Division 10, 1 win away from that Division 10 title and the 2,000 coin boost that we get from it, which is obviously going to be very, very important. We've now got Juanfran out of contracts, and this again is where it's important for me to get those contracts. See how we have 16 bronze contracts, which basically gives me 16 free games, which is fantastic. Of course, Alessandro Nesta is out of contracts and he is gone, and you see the guys, the fitness of my team there is really low. So the next game of the first game of the next episode, will you be seeing the highlights or maybe just a scoreline of an offline game? There's no point me showing you goals of a game against AI. It's just kind of irrelevant. But yeah, next game will be a fitness game, so I don't have to buy fitness cards for those guys. We've got enough coins in the bank again, guys, for a couple of bronze packs. And what you'll find as well, guys, is there's quite a lot of players in the biggest clubs in FIFA that are bronze. There's a couple Real Madrid players, a few Barcelona players. There's a lot of really good BPL players that are bronze that sell for 300, 400, 500 coins. And opening bronze packs is really effective. This guy here, he may not sell. There's only 2 of him on the market. Like, for the one person that does maybe want to go and get that guy, they might just be like, okay, I really want this guy in my team. I'm a big fan of him. Maybe they are him. Maybe they're building a Spanish team, a Spanish bronze team, and want him. You're gonna be putting these guys on the market that could be effective for you. Of course, there's gonna be times where even when you've got like 1 of 3 players on the market that they still don't sell because they're so unvalued in FIFA that nobody wants to buy them. And in those instances, just stick them in your team, because you never know either A, when they become valuable, or B, when you just might want to use them for a game in an offline fitness game. There's plenty of options. We get the 44 rated Horn in a pack as well. Now, the really low rated players will always go for a little bit, because people like to bronze bench, and by bronze benching with the low rated players, it brings your team rating down the most. So we could potentially get 400 to 600 coins for him, and we get a couple more players that we're just going to stick onto the bench. That's we might have a little bit of fun with bronzies throughout the series. Maybe try the bronze tournament, some stuff like that. But in general, in general, they're not really going to do much. They might just sit in the club, pad the club, and do absolutely nothing. And over time, you might have hundreds in there worth 19, 20 coins that you could discard and make thousands of coins off of discarding, all these bronze players at once. But in this last pack that we open here, guys, we get ourselves a contract that will sell for 200. We get a fitness card that will sell for 200. We get another Irish player, which is absolutely brilliant, because he will again sell when the St. Patrick's Day tournament comes out. And we get a few more players just to boost the club. And finally, a kit, because I've got 2 red kits. And in one of the games that I obviously didn't show you because I didn't go into the game, I came up against a guy who had obviously also just started up Ultimate Team. He also had 2 red kits. So I didn't end up playing him because he had 2 red kits and I had 2 red kits, and it would have been an absolute mess. So we put this black kit here on the away side of things. It's a very nice kit indeed, and might be a kit that we use for a while, because I really do like the black and orange contrast there. It's very nice. So as we end the video here, guys, just want to show you the cheap Ronaldo stats after 3 games, 5 goals, 2 assists, a really good return. Of course, we're in Division 10, which does have an impact, but we'll see how his stats develop throughout the series. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, be sure to leave a like, rating, comment, and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. But for now, guys, I'm out. Peace.